Welcome. I hope you're fine. I'm fine. This is a beautiful day. We thank God for this day, and I hope that you've used your weekend well. Did you get time for self-care, reflection, meditation? What did you do during your weekend? It's another week, and you want to start your week with a win to ensure that this week you win your week. A good afternoon to you if it's an afternoon, a good morning to you if it's a morning, and a good evening if it's an evening for you. Welcome to today. My name is Winnie Kamuya, CEO International Renaissance Center, an international best-selling author, a speaker, and a coach. Today I want to ask you, do you know that you are a leader? And if you know you're a leader, do you know that leadership begins when you dare to be yourself? True or not true? What do you think about that? Because today I want to discuss 10 ways in which you can ensure that you're leading and that you're showing up as a leader and you're looking at yourself and saying, I'm so happy that I'm daring to be myself, because by being myself, I'm a leader. And leadership begins when you dare to be yourself. So what are some of the ways some of the strategies that you could be applying, implementing? What are some of the ways that will assist you to dare to be yourself? Because that is what you want to be. Remember, we've been looking at self-discovery, knowing more about yourself, because knowing more about yourself or self-awareness will help you to know what are your values, your strengths, what are your skills, what are your talents. And once you are self-aware, then you are able to know, I'm great here, I am weak here, I can build here, I need to move this direction, or I need to do the following things. Because when you know why you are in a certain place and what you could do, then you can change your direction if that is your end. Because once you are aware and you begin to apply the things that you know, will change the direction based on where you want to be in the next 10 or 20 years, then you begin to shift your life. We've looked at self-awareness. We've looked at the importance of identifying one daily activity you can take on a day-to-day so that you can change and you can be able to get to the destination that is in your plan. And today I want to look at some of the strategies that can help you. Remember, we've talked a lot about you being unique, and you being unique is the beginning. It is the beginning of your leadership journey. You can't begin your journey unless you deal with the first things first. And that is why it is so key for you to have self-awareness. And self-awareness comes when you get down to understanding yourself better, to getting awareness, to discovering yourself, to peeling everything and getting to know more about yourself. And you begin your journey, because I know when you get that self-awareness, you get to know more about yourself. And when you get to know more about yourself, you are about to discover situations that make you uncomfortable. Because today I want to look at 10 ways which will help you to lead yourself. Because when you lead yourself, you'll be able to lead others. Remember when I talked about the hierarchy of influence, we've got to start with the first element, which is getting to understand yourself first. Understanding yourself, discovering yourself, and now asking the questions or looking at the things that sometimes we need to reflect back and ask ourselves, are we showing up as ourselves? Are we being unique when we ought to be? Are we doing what we ought to be doing? And I want to look at 10 ways in which you can dare to be yourself. And you'll be surprised. There are little things that sometimes we are not aware. Sometimes we ignore. Sometimes we take them for granted. So what are some of those things? So number one, we need to meditate, because meditation helps us to silence the voices, that label us like failures, that keep on ringing to our heads and telling us, you know what, you're not good enough. You can't do it. So when you have the time to silence your mind, to listen to yourself, to ask yourself, why am I having those sounds? Is it because I'm doubting myself? Why am I doubting myself? So meditation is strategy number one. Strategy number two, tell the truth. In truth, you reveal yourself. Many opportunities come to you, and you have these opportunities when you can be honest and say, really, I tried it, this one, I didn't fail. I need to look at what I did. That wasn't right. I need to reflect back. I need to ask somebody. I need to seek wisdom. I need to know from others. That one I tried. It didn't work. And I know I need to get to know more about it. And then, strategy number three, be unique. Oh my God. Remember, no one else is like you. So you don't have a carbon copy anywhere. You are yourself, and you are the only one in the planet. So remember that. So what is it that makes you unique, and are you sharing your uniqueness with the world? Are you sharing your skills, talents, your values with the world? Are you showing up in the world? Are you willing also? I think the part is willingness to show the world who you are, your uniqueness. If you show the world, then definitely you are leading. Strategy number four, notice your emotional crunches and get rid of them. What are those blocks that come when you're feeling like this is not me? Then you need to address that. You need to figure out those parts when you're actually feeling like that. Strategy number five, examine areas in your life where that you feel inauthentic. Let me read that again. Examine the areas in your life that you feel inauthentic. Is it when you are with strangers? Is it when you are in a strange place? Is it when you are with maybe family? Is it when you are with people maybe you are not sure whether they will like your ideas? Your ideas are your ideas. They actually show that you have your own perspective. And I think this is one of the things, like right now, is really giving us challenges, because people are moving virtual, and we are used to talking to people we can see. So it's such a big challenge to give our opinions to people we can see, to communicate to people we can see. It is such a big challenge, and we think and we ask ourselves, will they judge me? What will they think about me? What will they say? Remember, you are unique. Your perceptions, they're your perceptions. Your thoughts, they're your thoughts. And in any case, somebody might be waiting for your perspective. You never know. So give it. It's your opinion and the way you see things from where you sit. So remember to ask yourself when you're feeling inauthentic, why am I feeling? Is it a new thing? Because I know, like when I started, it was so hard. I'm talking to the camera, I can't see you, but you can see me. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what is happening. And that made it so hard. But I asked myself, the question is why? Do you need the information? Will it make a difference to you? And then that made it easier. So when you're going through the post and you want to comment, ask yourself, do I have an opinion? Will it matter? And it is my opinion anyway, my perspective. And maybe somebody is waiting for it. You can never know until you write. And then somebody clicks a like. And then somebody says, I was thinking the same. Or somebody even says, I was wondering whether I'm crazy, so my idea is valid. You can never tell. So go there and make sure you're showing up. You are daring to be you, giving your perspective, your thoughts. Strategy number 6, spend time on the things that you enjoy. I think one of the greatest things that can happen if you work in an office is just to be in an office for the sake of just getting your salary. What you are doing, you don't enjoy. And that impacts on the people around you. And they can tell, because you're never happy, you don't do it maybe on time, you have to be supervised all the time. When you do something you love, you will be self-motivated, you will be on time, you will ensure that it is done, and you will find joy in doing it. No one is over your neck checking if you did it. You just do it because you love it. And that could be the reason you are scaling in your office and everyone doesn't understand what do you do. It is because you are daring to be yourself, unleashing your potential and showing your leadership, where your talent, where your gift is, and the world around you feels amazing. Strategy number 7. Do one thing you want to do, but you are afraid to try. What is that one thing you want to do and you're afraid to try? Everybody in the office could be laughing at you, but inside they're wishing they had the courage to do. So they say courage is not the absence of fear. You want to do that one thing, and you think about it and you feel, I am very afraid, but I really want to do it, because when I do that, it will build my self-confidence. So I need to do it. So doing it will enable you to be able to cross a milestone for you, which is something that you've been wishing to do. So what is that one thing that you've been wishing? And remember, courage is not the absence of fear. So you are afraid and you still do it anyway. So it gets you out of your comfort zone. There are many opportunities in the office. There are people asking for people to volunteer to do things they've never done. You've never led a team, okay? You've never been the secretary to a committee when they're having a meeting. You've never done a presentation, it's your first time. There are many opportunities. Do you volunteer? And when you volunteer, you're going to learn. It gets you out of the comfort zone. It enables you to enlarge your role. It enables you to see what else you can do. It enables you to discover yourself. But unless you volunteer, you will not know. So do one thing that you're afraid. Strategy number 8, give your opinion. I've talked about that. There are many times we miss the opportunity to give your opportunity, to give your perspective, and it comes in your opinion, how you're thinking, what you're saying, because what you're saying is not what the other person is seeing. Everybody is always seeing something different, and that is why it is important to give an opinion, not to stay Because when you stay silent, we don't know what is your opinion. We need to hear your opinion. And like I said before, somebody else could have been waiting for your opinion. Remember, all of us, we are always making decisions all the time. It's about the house we are staying, it's about the car we want, it's about the job we want, it's about the skills we want to learn, it's about an adventure we want to venture in. And you know, as we are making those opinions, through those decisions, we've done some things, we've learned some things, we've failed, we've got feedback, we've made mistakes, we've fallen. And when we have done all these things, we have built ourselves to another level. So when we give an opinion, we could be helping another person. And that shows that we also know something about it. And even if we don't share the opinion, then we are left being stuck and feeling like we are pressed and somebody is stepping on us. And we don't want to feel that way. We want to dare to be ourselves, and we want to be leading. And that is important, because when you are leading, you are daring to be yourself and giving an opinion that could be very useful to somebody. So give your opinion. Strategy number 9, get outside. Anytime you feel you are kept within an environment you are familiar, you lose that touch of getting uncomfortable. Get outside, get out of your comfort zone, get also to the natural environment that gives you the opportunity to dare to be you. Go for a hike, do something that you'd never, because in nature you could be forced to do something that you'd otherwise not do. So get outside and get out of your comfort zone. Strategy number 10, strengthen your boundaries. Do you know your boundaries? Because sometimes your boundaries means that you are just going to be doing the things that you are comfortable. You are going to try and fit and ensure that everybody is not, what are they doing? They are wondering, because you have always been within familiar places and doing things that people know you are always doing. Get beyond that so that people know I am myself and I am willing to do something that is important to me or I value, and if I'm doing that, I'm setting new boundaries in terms of what I can do. So today, what is one way you can ensure that you're setting new boundaries for you? As the world is changing, are you changing? Are you setting new boundaries? Are you ensuring you are getting to a new level of yourself? Self-awareness requires that once you discover something or you learn something, you are pushing your boundaries because you need to be in a new place. And discovery means you're moving to new levels of yourself. So if you are, good for you. If you are not, why not? Why are you not daring to be yourself? Why are you not leading where you are? Because leading where you are, it means you have to dare to be who you are, because you already are. Being unique means that you are a leader, and leading means you will show up for yourself, and the world will appreciate you. So dare to be yourself and start leading where you're planted. I've given you 10 strategies that will make sure that you dare to be yourself and that you are leading where you are, because you are an amazing person. And if you forget to remind yourself that you are an amazing person, then you might not lead where you are. I want you to be leading and to remember You are an amazing person. Leadership begins when you discover yourself, when you get aware of yourself, and you can use any of those strategies to begin to ensure that you have influence. We are always surrounded by communities. We are always with people. We always have opportunities to influence, because leadership is about influence. Don't miss that opportunity. Being amazing means daring to be yourself. Today, I want to challenge you to do one thing that you are afraid to do. And maybe you can share below the feedback what you will discover. You have the opportunity to win your week and ensure you make it amazing by daring to be yourself. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Patrick, for joining me. And I look forward to seeing and reading your comments below. Remember, you are amazing. And remember, win your week by being yourself. Until next time, it's a goodbye for now. Enjoy and make sure today is an amazing day that shows you are amazing. Thank you.